Everyday chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hello guys, welcome to Tuesday's live. Let me share my screen. CPI. Yeah, I believe it's visible. Welcome guys, welcome to the stream. Yes. So today we have news. We have the consumer price index, and that's why there is a little bit of no volatility right now, because news it's in the next 30 minutes. News is in the next 30 minutes. So personally, I am biased on longs today. Gold will buy. I am leaning towards a weak dollar. I was checking the previous data that we have had over the past few weeks, and it's showing that the CPI is going to be a little bit cooler, since the energy figures are going down. Also, people are not consuming as much in terms of the sales. So let's see in the next 30 minutes. Let's see how it goes. So let's see. Gold, I am leaning on strong gold. Let's see the DXY, dollar index. So when you start from the weekly chart, let's look at the technicals first. When you look at the weekly chart, we can see that we are in this sort of range. And over the past few weeks, we managed to have a fake breakout, which was confirmed by this engulfing back into the zone. And for those of us who know CRT, we can see that this low was taken, but last week we were not able to close inside. So this was a confirmation to us that truly we are going to deliver lower into now the external liquidity over here. This first internal liquidity first, and then this external. Why? Because we are still on a downtrend. If we check here, we are still on a downtrend because we had a break or a change of character from bullish to bearish, and now we were just taking liquidity over here, and now we are back in the range. So until we break this range from the upside or the downside, that's when you can truly confirm if you're on a downtrend or an uptrend. But as of now, we've broken back inside the range, and last week we had a failure swing where this tried to close inside, but it didn't, which then confirmed to us that the next point or the next liquidity point that is going to be taken is this one first. And if not this one, we have an inducement over here. If we take that this was the break of structure, and if we use our fib on the weekly, we will see that it lines up with OTE. So until probably we get this taken out as inducement, that's when we can say, and we see that it has truly closed inside the previous candle. That's when we can say probably there's a chance of it going up again. But of now, these are my first targets. So we can also see that we do have a significant upper wick, and we, as we know candle anatomy, that when price opens on a candle, it first has to create the upper wick, then go lower. Okay, so right now we've made a significant upper wick. Now today's on Wednesday, so there's a high chance that we are going to make a big lower wick. Let's continue. On the daily, as you can see, yesterday we had a doji. What do dojis mean? Indecision. The market does not know where it wants to go. It doesn't know if it wants to go higher or lower. So right now, with the data that we'll go to the fundamentals in a few, right before the news break. Here we can see that this doji that happened yesterday, it took the Monday's high. So what are we left with? Monday's low and also last week's low. So these are the first points of liquidity. Today, we also happen to take the upper side first of yesterday's high. So the next point of interest, or the next point of liquidity that we need to take, is Monday's low or Friday's low. So these are the first points, that high chances that today we are going to have a candle that expands, probably like Thursdays over here, to push to the downside. Let's go to the 4-hour to see if we can find any levels. Let me first remove this. Let's see. So what do we see, guys? This is our demand zone. What is a demand zone? A demand zone is a candle or a zone where a lot of sellers or buyers stepped in. So we can see with this engulfing that caused a break of structure to the downside. This is a demand zone that we've come to tap in, which is our next draw. This is our next draw. Let's go to the 1-hour. So basically, what I'm going through with this is we've already tapped our zones, our supply zone, and now we are heading over to take out this week low. So if you go to gold, I had already put this. I'm already in buys. I had a bias all the way since start of the week. So I've had buys running all the way from 4,200, and I'm still holding till tomorrow PPI. So as you can see with gold, if we start with the daily chart, we can see that we've changed character from a place of demand. You see over there? This is where we had this exponential move to the upside, and we came and tapped it and then changed character to the upside. So guys, as long as we've changed character, gold has this bad, most times it does not give you a retest. So high chances, if today I was leaning on CPI being bearish for gold, from the data, I would have expected maybe a move like this, because long term, we can see that gold is really going to buy, and we are going back to these higher levels. Remember, we are now in the second half of the year, and through previous data, we can see that most moves on gold happen on the second half of the year. So for those guys who are thinking on buying prop farms, or those guys who are thinking of trading prop farms, kindly take advantage of this and don't slack on this last half of the year. Your life can literally change in this last half if you trade right, because as you can see historically, the last half of the year is when we've been having this type of moves. So I'm leaning on by the end of the year that we would have taken and reclaimed the 5,000 mark. So we are still on that journey. So yeah, news in around 15 minutes. Yes, CPI bias. We are going for buys. CPI is buying. We are buying gold. We are buying gold, and we are selling the dollar. So my bias for CPI is bearish on the dollar. I am bearish on the dollar. That means if you're trading gold, I don't know what brokers you're using, because in the next few minutes they are going to start refusing your orders. If you have a very good broker like Tradin, um, kindly you can. I already have buys already. I'm already in buys. I'm not sure if you're going to have a spike, but I am leaning towards a strong dollar. Sorry, a weak dollar and a strong gold. So I'm already in a small buy. Actually, you can if you this is the 15 minute. Let me try and put something for you guys. Let's use structure here. Let's see how it goes. Let's use the fib to confirm everything. So this is OTE. So it might spike down probably because this is OTE. It might spike all the way down to around here, and then it buys again. So a safe place to place your stop loss would be here, below this structural low over here. So if you're entering buys now, because as we all know, um, trades love to just gold loves to go down fast before it goes up. Um, you can enter a buy now and hold. Remember, risk management is key. Risk management is key. So you buy in CPI or sell gold. Buy gold. Buy gold. That's my analysis. Buy gold. It's going to buy. I'm leaning towards a weak dollar. That means a strong gold. If you're selling, if you're buying, um, just sell the dollar. That means Euro USD, GBP USD, what else? AUD USD, any currency that or asset that is going against the dollar, buy it, because the dollar is going to be weak. We have CPI in less than 12 minutes, and this is the best time to buy gold. Buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. These are my targets. A very fast target is, of course, the Asia high, 44.35, and then 44.79. So those are my targets. Let's see this 15 minutes how it's going. Let me remove these sessions. Sessions. Yeah. Oh, we are going to buy gold. Buy gold. Yeah, people have already been induced over here. So if you're risking a bit, this can be a stop loss below the 0.68, or go below 0.79. So that can be a very good, if we just target even the other side of the fib, can be a very good 1:3. But it's going to spike so bad, we are going to see it fly. So your TP should even be around this point over here. So this is a good 1:4, 44.80. So let's see how it goes. Believe is visible for everyone. So guys, I hope you have the right broker. I hope they don't mess you up, because I was trading in FP, and a lot of my friends, their brokers decided not to allow anyone to trade a few minutes to the news event. So guys, load your accounts. Remember, slippage is going to be crazy. Don't wait for the news release. Okay, there's two ways to trade news. One is if you do not have a bias and you're just gambling. There are various strategies. Like there's one which you can go and research. It's called the straddle strategy, where you put sell limits up and below, sell and buy limits. That's a strategy by itself. It works sometimes. But if you have a bias, enter before. Personally, I entered my bias. I think I can show you. Don't know. Let me see. I entered my bias very early. So this is the 1 hour chart. Yeah? This is the 1 hour chart. I don't know if it can be visible. This is the 1 hour chart. As you can see, I entered buys way before. My first entry, my first entry was around 43.20, and I had another entry at 4300. So right now you can enter, but the problem is the spikes that happen. So just go in right now if you're believing the bias that you're going to go up. Another way to trade it is price always come back to fair value. What does that mean? Right now it will spike, and probably during market open, it will start going down into the fair price or a structural place that price can now reverse to go up again. So there are two ways. You can wait for the reaction, trade the reaction, or if you want to trade the action, enter buy. So that's my setup. This is the 15-minute chart. That's the 1 hour. This I really don't like this, but I'm for buys. I'm for buys. I'm for buys. Let's see. For those who know speech, we are in for buys. We are in for buys. Let's see if this can be an inducement. 0.69. Yeah, this can be an inducement. But my bias is we are leaning towards a weak dollar. So let those buys begin, boys. Let those buys begin, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Where are you guys trading from? Uh, can see we have Sachin and we have Black Viper. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Let's go. CPI is a buy. CPI is a buy. And we shall meet in the Bank of America. So it's a buy, guys. It's a buy. So this is gold, 15 minutes. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Put some music so that as we wait. News in 5 minutes. News in 5 minutes. Buys, buys, buys. So let's see. The news is in 3 minutes. Let's go. Let's hope. Let's hope everything goes well, guys. Let's go. So that's the setup right there. If you knock that lot, might eat well. Might eat well, boys and girls. I live trading. So let me try and share the reason. Let me reduce the volume a bit. Um, the reason why I am leaning on buys is there are some few things that influence CPI. Okay, there's some few things that influence CPI. I had done a bit of my calculations, and give me a minute, and you can see that one first the what was this? Was it the rate of jobs? Yes, the wages are increasing. That's one. Two, unemployment rate is falling. Okay. So my current bias right now is that the CPI is going to come off cool, which means that yeah, the US dollar is a bit going to sell. The US dollar is going to sell, and any other currency or asset that goes against uh, the US dollar is going to buy. As you can see, here's the reaction. The reaction is already starting because we have news in two, 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 2 minutes. Let me even put the 1 minute so that you can actually see it spike. That's the 1 minute, boys. News is coming out, and yeah. So let's see. News is happening in 1 minute, boys. In 1 minute. Let's see. We might have a spike down because there is a demand area over here. We have the spike, then, or we just shoot with no stopping. So let me keep an eye on the news. 25 seconds. We've already started the journey. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. Hey, it's already spiking though. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see in 10 seconds. I don't know if let's see the news into below or higher. There we go, boys. Oh my god. Stop loss. I want to see. Okay, it's a bit. It has come. Okay, let's see. It's. Let's see. Pending. So it came the same as the forecast. It came the same as the forecast, which means, boys, now the reaction is just retail right now. The reaction is purely retail. So right now, nothing much. Just waiting now to see how everything goes. So it's still, I'm still leaning on bias. As I had said, this can count also as my inducement. So I'm still waiting to see how it reacts from this point going up. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. I'm still very bullish on gold. So this is acting as my inducement, and we might react from this point going up because the actual data has come out same as forecast. It's a bit higher, and it's basically flat. That's why you're seeing this reaction. Like it just spiked both ways. So still bullish, still holding, you're still going to go up. Let's wait and see. See guys, see what I was saying? See? Stick to the 1 hour. My buys are still safe. That's why I was suggesting you enter early. You enter early. So let's wait and see. So my bias is still long. I'm still long. So anyone who still wants to long, you can. Why? This became an inducement. Because if we use the fib, we can see that it was at the 0.68 mark. And we know if you've not seen liquidity, you are the liquidity. So this became our inducement. I wish, and I thought of telling you guys that we enter from this point, but I'm happy that it has taken us out. Okay, for the ones who took the trade, but there's still buying opportunity because it's still warm. So we can still follow this. So let's wait and see, boys. See, guys. Another trade from account. Stop loss was quite low. Grateful I've not been tagged out. Going to get it at 600. This is going to buy. Yo. So remember, you can still wait for 4:30 and wait for market to come around this area. This will act as our what? Rejection block. So wait for price to come and trade in here. Once the market reacts, where's this? So yeah, that's it, boys. I think I'll close my trades in a few. Oh, no fun. So that's it, boys. I don't see any other opportunity today. Now until market plays. Hello, Binaya. So wait for this candle to close. Let's see how it plays out. So, guys, I know that he's going to buy still. Um, that's the that's how we trade news. Sometimes it's on our side. Today we took an L, but next time we'll analyze better, and we just keep the dice rolling. We just keep the dice rolling. So let's keep it a buck, and yeah, I think I'm going to stop there for today. I'm done. I'm going to close some positions right now because I don't trust in open. So let me wait a bit until a certain high is taken. So I'm going to end the live right now. I don't see any other opportunity for today because it's a news day, CPI. Still long on gold and other pairs that go against the dollar. And if you get a good opportunity, don't forget to enter. So yeah, did you trade news also? No, 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 no. I did not use the buy stop, sell stop. I had shown people earlier that I had entered way before because most times when trading news, you find such spikes happen. So what would I advise? If you can enter a day before, if you have the right bias for the news, and for example, if today we had taken a significant low fast, I would have told you guys let's enter with a lot of confidence. But right now yeah, I didn't trade, but I still have running positions. I don't know if you can see. Let me show you guys. Yeah, you can see it's a pro from account. Still have some in my personal account. Um, but yeah, today was a buy. It's probably going to buy the rest of the week. Let's wait and see. But yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah, I'm going to end the live right now. Pray that you have a lovely time as you trade the markets. Remember, it's CPI day. Might be a bit choppy. Preserve your capital maybe till tomorrow. Yeah, and we'll, yeah, okay. Nice time. Okay.